Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we talk about histograms. Histograms are a special type of bar graph. They look like this, where we've got frequency density on the y-axis and whatever we're measuring across the bottom. We could be measuring heights, percentage scores in a test, or the shoe size, all sorts of different measurements. Example 1, we're going to construct a histogram from the following data. We've got the height of a plant in centimetres and the frequency over here. And it says between 0 and 15 centimetres tall, there are 18 plants. Between 15 and 25 centimetres tall, there are 40 plants. We continue, and between 35 and 50 centimetres tall, there are only 12 plants. Okay, so this is telling us the frequency in a class. We call these bounds over here a class. We're going to add two more columns to our histogram. We're going to add one for class width and one for frequency density. The class width is how wide it is for the class. For example, from 0 to 15, the class width is 15. From 15 to 25, the class width is 10, because 25 minus 15 is 10. From 25 to 30 it's 5, 35 to 35 is 5, 35 to 50 is 15. Now, we also need to know this equation for frequency density. The frequency density is the frequency divided by class width. So to work this out, we're going to do the frequency divided by class width like this. 18 divided by 15 is 1.2, 40 divided by 10 is 4, 32 divided by 5 is 6.4. We can use a calculator, that's fine. 10 divided by 5 is 2, 12 divided by 15 is 0.8. And now we know our frequency, class width and frequency density. Once we have all of this information, we can start drawing our histogram. Our histogram will look something like this, where you've got the two axes, frequency density and height of the plant. The height of the plant needs to go from 0 all the way to 50 because they are the smallest and biggest bounds on our classes. Our frequency density, well, the biggest frequency density is 6.4, so let's just round that up to 7 and let's do a scale over here from 0 to 7. So when you're drawing your scales, make sure they match the data. Our first bar on the bar graph is going to, on the histogram, is going to be between 0 and 15, go from 0 to 15 down here, and the frequency density is 1.2, so it's going to go up to 1.2, like that. That is a bar from 0 to 15 going up to 1.2. Our next bar is between 15 and 25, and it's got a frequency density of 4. So 15 to 25, and it's going to go up to 4, like that. Next bar is from 25 to 30, going up to 6.4. Then from 30 to 35 is a frequency density of 2. And from 35 to 50, all the way across, is just 0.8. It's a very small bar. Okay? And that's how we draw a histogram. Okay? Now, there are other questions you might be asked in the exam about this, and you just have to remember the formula. Frequency density is the frequency divided class width. So we can rearrange this. The opposite of dividing by class width is multiplying by class width. So we get frequency density times class width is the frequency. And this can help you work out how frequent things are from a histogram. So example 2, it says estimate the number of plants between 10 and 22 centimetres tall. Well, between 10 and 22 is down here. So 10 is this green bar, 10 to 15, and then 15 to 22 gets us up there. So that's 10 to 22. We're interested in those two bars there, and only those two bars. To work out the frequency, we're going to do the frequency density times class width. The frequency density for the first bar is 1.2, and the class width, the frequency density for the second bar is 4, the class width here is 5, and the frequency density is 1.2. We multiply those together. 1.2 times 5 is 6. Now, for the next bar, it's between 15 and 22. That's 7 across. And the height is 4. The frequency density is 4. 7 times 4 is 28. Some people like to think of this as working out the area of bars. That makes sense as well. So the area of the green bar is 6. The area of the blue bar is 28. Altogether, the frequency is 6 plus 28. There are 34 plants that are between 10 and 22 centimeters tall. Okay. Finally, we've got a missing column on a row on our table. And we're going to try and fill that in using the histogram that's already drawn. So we're going to use the same histogram, so just pretend you haven't seen it before. But we've got the corresponding bars here labelled in different colours. And we're interested in this orange bar here. This orange bar has a frequency density of 2. So on this over here we can put a frequency density of 2. The class width, well, is going to be between 30 and 35. As you can see, the orange bar is between 30 and 35, which means the class width is 5. Now to work out the frequency, to fill in the frequency here, we just do 5 times 2, the class width times the frequency density, like this, which is 10. And so we can fill in the table from the histogram. That's a common exam question where you're given a histogram and you have to fill in a table from that information. Okay, so make sure you are happy with all the steps in today's video. I've got a practice question for you to try here, where you've got the histogram drawn over here and all the information in the table over here. Most of the information in the table is quite straightforward. You don't have to worry too much about reading the histogram too closely. Okay, for example, the percentage score for the first one will be between 0 and 30, so you can fill in the class right over here straight away. Pause the video now and try to fill in all the information from the table. All the information is right there in front of your eyes to figure out. Good luck! And when you're ready, I'll reveal the answers in 3, 2, 1. Did you get it right? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching today's video from Advanced Maths. We have loads more videos coming every week that help you with GCSE, A-Level and IB Maths. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos. And if you enjoyed today's video, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching and good luck in your exams.